My name is Vivian Salama. I'm a reporter for the Wall Street Journal. Currently, I cover national security, which means a lot of things. These days, a lot of focus on the war between Israel and Hamas. I sometimes cover the State Department, sometimes I cover defense issues, sometimes I cover the White House. It just depends. Started taking internships when I was in college, and the internships really just opened my eyes to this world out there. I interned in television news in New York City, and they hired me out of college, and that's how it all began. And so 9/11 happened. I was in New York City reporting and living in New York City when 9/11 happened, and I was just out of college, a year out of college. It changed our lives, for people who were of my generation coming out into this world and thinking, here we are, the world is our oyster, we can do anything. I knew I wanted to maybe be a foreign correspondent, but I used to think like, maybe I'll move to Paris and cover fashion or something like that. Foreign affairs, wars, were never on my radar. I didn't care. It wasn't interesting to me. That changed everything for us. It changed the way I looked at the world. It changed the way I looked at journalism. And all I could think of after that is, it was an incredible experience to be down at the towers just after they fell and seeing people leave. Obviously, it was very traumatic and on a lot of levels. But I also learned something about myself, which is that I'm really good in terrible situations and stressful situations. And I don't know if I would have known that about myself had those terrible tragedies not happened. And so one of the questions that kind of led me to this course of being a foreign correspondent and being a war correspondent especially was, why would anyone do this to us? And I set out on a career to try to figure out why anyone would do that to us. And I came back 13 years later, kind of scratching my head thinking, why does America misunderstand the rest of the world so much? And that was the biggest takeaway I had. And so it was this one day that changed the course of my career. And it was a tragic day, but I don't think I would have had the extraordinary experiences that I had that not happened. Show up, be open-minded, be curious about the world. Don't kind of take the simple explanation of, oh, these people are terrorists, so they hate America. Well, why do they hate America? What made them hate America? Why would anyone do this to us? Seek those answers out. And I promise you, it will be rewarding, if not sometimes very heavy, but also very rewarding as a journalist to kind of pursue those answers and try to find how the world works.